So here's something really weird that I just noticed on my car. I did not just notice it, I knew that my front sway bar was kind of binding and I couldn't figure out why, and I didn't have time to figure it out. Now I have time and I figured it out. So these bushings that hold the sway bar in place, well, that's not the correct way of showing it. So the sway bar is attached to the car with these two bushings, or actually a pair of these bushings. It's a two-piece bushings, rubber bushings. This is all factory. Sport suspension, or M Sport, whatever. There is rubber that is just welded onto the bar. I don't know how this happened and why this happened, but just look at this. There is a chunk of rubber missing from the bushing, and there is that chunk of rubber that's missing from this part of the bushing. It's just right on the sway bar, and there is no way I can actually detach it. It's just molded onto it. So this is a weird problem. Like I said, I've never seen anything like this before. I don't know what to do. I couldn't really actually track these bushings or find a part number. Like I said, they're not regular bushings and brackets. This is the M Sport, and this is not M3 setup, so it's something else. It's not regular, it's not M3, it's something special. Let's see if I can do it. This is so weird. This bushing is a toast. It's just as if it this looks like if this was meant to be this way. There you go. And this is the bushing. I don't think I can reuse it. Has chunks missing. It still creates a circle, but there's this huge void. So that's really stupid. It was just asking for it. It just begged to be replaced. It just didn't listen. This is supposed to be a clean, shiny metal. Was the bushing molded onto the bar? I don't think so. This is too weird. So here is some additional information with this situation, front sway bar. In a nutshell, these bushings are intentionally molded or bonded to the sway bar, and what it looked like I said, what looked like a really weird situation when the sway bar did not rotate in the bushings at all. It was all intentional by BMW. They just basically bonded these things, they basically bonded all of this to, well, not all of this, they just bonded these rubber pieces to the bar and just let it be that way. So that's the BMW's doing, the engineers at BMW. So really weird, never seen this before, but I was sort of, like I said, I was a dummy thinking that this was just an accident, that they just kind of got stuck. And it appears that I cannot really buy these bushings or buy a replacement. These brackets are special. The sway bar is sold by BMW with the bushings attached to it. So what really happens is when you lower your car, it rotates the sway bar into a new position. Well, they don't get detached from the bar because that glue, whatever they used, was really good. So basically this rubber just rips and that effectively destroys the bushings. And that's pretty much the end of the life for these bushings and for these brackets. Why not just use an M3 front sway bar on the M-tuned M Performance, whatever suspension they have had on this car. Like really stupid. I need to write a script.